After the COVID-19 outbreak, AEB and their team of specialists in both hygiene and detergency are actively supporting their customers for either the integration or the improvement of their HACCP plans. Our main objective is to adjust the HACCP plans for the upcoming regulatory guidelines aimed at preventing the spreading of pathogens within the food industry. The objective we are suggesting is to put quality at the center of the food industry in addition to the product and also our operators. As a consequence of this new point of view, companies need to find new critical points, not only those strictly related to the food production process, but even many indirect contact points which may have been neglected in the past and may become vehicles of contamination. The HACCP plan dictates the following operations: the identification of each hazard to be either prevented, eliminated, or reduced. The identification of critical control points in those phases where hazards can be prevented, eliminated, or reduced. The establishment of the parameters that distinguishes what is acceptable versus non-acceptable. The establishment and application of efficient control procedures for the CCPs. The establishment of corrective actions for CCPs which are currently not controlled, such as those outside the safety range for an established parameter. The establishment of the correct procedures to be routinely applied in order to verify the effectiveness of the critical control plan. The arrangement of the adequate documentation for the nature and size of the specific company. These procedures already applied to the production facilities will also be implemented in all other areas such as offices, meeting rooms, dressing rooms, bathrooms, shops, etc. The objective of the analysis the AEB offers today with its consultants is to focus on the materials as well as on the number of contacts and the people who come in contact, allowing AEB and its team to decide the best method for cleaning and sanitation, therefore reducing the proliferation and spread of microorganisms at the same time as preserving the integrity of our materials. This is why we are offering our customers a specific training course to be implemented precisely during the reopening phase. A fundamental part of this course will be the microbiological education of the employees. In addition to the analysis of the microorganisms responsible for the alteration of food products, we have introduced a chapter that will also discuss harmful microorganisms that can affect human health, such as Legionella, pathogenic viruses, bacteria, and more. Having informed operators is the best way to safeguard not only the product but also the health of your staff members. This course and the learning material that will be provided to all participants will address in detail the main factors affecting good sanitation practices, different types of detergents, water, temperature, mechanical action, time of contact, and time of action. Sanitation. A very important part of this course will be dedicated to sanitation and hygiene. We will explain in detail, thanks to the deepening done on microbiological aspects, the mechanisms of action of each active compound, and therefore explaining the importance of using one product over another, so you will be able to decide which is the best product to be applied in various sectors within your facility. We will change the way we look at different environments inside our businesses and the different surfaces that we come into contact with. For example, touch screens in and around the production facilities. Until now, these surfaces have probably been considered a common surface to be cleaned in a non-sterile way. Today we know that these surfaces may be seen as vehicles of contagion for many pathogens and, as a consequence, will also need to be properly sanitized going forward. The use of detergents for cleaning the non-productive facilities, not related to production or the products being produced, but related to the personal hygiene, was usually regulated by protocols that did not take into account the specific active compounds being used. We have all had the chance to read the instructions on how to wash our hands in the restrooms in the food industry, but we have never had the chance to read which specific detergents should be used. Often we can find that the products were not specific for professional use. The following topics will be given special attention. Number 1, washing of hands. Number 2, Safety instructions that cover all procedures required in the work environment, such as, but not limited to, communication of any possible diseases, maintaining proper safe distance, the use and adoption of personal protective equipment, or PPE, and more. The implementation of this educational course, in addition to the overall improvement in the level of hygiene within the food industry, also aims at helping food companies to communicate to their customers the adoption of procedures for the protection of their employees. Companies can present themselves not only as reliable in terms of productivity towards customers, but also in terms of sustainability and care for their staff members. The improvement of HACCP plans and the communication of these changes to customers can also help companies avoid receiving any difficult requests that could complicate the management of production and, as a consequence, yield negative effects on productivity. AEB will be preparing a brief presentation for our customers of what will be done to facilitate their communication of applied adjustments and modifications to the HACCP plan. Please be sure to call your AEB representative as soon as possible. We are expecting a high number of requests for this course. We will need your help in organizing our schedules, as we do not want to leave any of our customers behind in this difficult stage of life of our companies. And because we like to say it today more than ever before, as it is already stated in the claim of our corporate message, AEB has, is, and always will be at your side to improve the quality of your already fantastic products. Please contact us today. We look forward to hearing from you. We will meet again soon together to face and win this challenge.